Hey guys, welcome to the weekly reading for January 10th to the 16th. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We're going to go through some general messages for all signs. We're going to go all the way from Aries to Pisces. Timestamps will be down below. You guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. So take what resonates, obviously leave the rest. Won't resonate with everyone as they are general, so keep that in mind. We do have Mercury retrograde happening officially this week on the 14th. So Mercury will be going retrograde. It's been in its pre-shadow phase, or shadow phase, I should say, kind of already. So some of you may have been noticing that already. And then, yeah, we've got a lot of different like astrological stuff coming up. The North Node and South Node are going to be switching kind of as we come into next week, which I'm probably going to do a video on that, reading on that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have some like different kind of stuff every once in a while coming out, but yeah. There's lots going on. There's like, I think, is it Uranus is going direct as well? So there's like lots of big changes coming up. The energy has been pretty intense in different aspects of life, depending on kind of who you are. So we're gonna get an oracle here for everyone, and we're going to kind of see what the energies are like for you this week and what could be kind of coming up for you. So we're going to start with Aries. So let's get into it. Let's see, what is the energy for Aries this week? We have illumination. So something could be coming to light here for you. It makes me think of the Sun card in tarot. Let's see, what is this illumination here? What's this energy for Aries this week? What is this about? What is this energy for Aries here? We have the Ten of Wands coming out with it. So it feels like Aries, there could be this energy of you guys maybe seeing the weight of a situation or seeing the heaviness of a situation. I also feel too, like for some of you, there could be like a releasing of a burden here. Someone may reach out to you. You may communicate with someone with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, but it feels like there's something that could be weighing on you this week, that it's trying to show you something, if anything. So let's see. What else is going on for Aries? What's the challenge, the advice, and the outcome for Aries this week? Let's get 3 cards. So the challenge is the Eight of Wands. It feels like there could be a challenge to move forward in something because it's so heavy with the Ten of Wands. It's like you could be realizing that you need to move forward to get to the end of a situation, or to heal a situation, to let a situation go. But it's almost like the struggle is to be free, to have forward movement or progression in something. You might be seeing that something's not moving forward, that something's not progressing, and that's what's being illuminated, is that whatever the situation you're dealing with is like weighing you down. So your advice in the situation is the Six of Swords. Let things go, move forward. Also release like the mental conflict or burden around it. It feels like energetically with the Wands energy, you might be feeling stuck, like you might literally be internally feeling stuck, and then mentally it's time for you to distance yourself, to move forward, to move on, to kind of like progress and allow yourself to move forward. Six of Swords can be a card of being guided forward in a situation by like your intuition, your guides, right? It's like getting assistance to move out of a not so great situation to a better one. So it feels like for some of you, you could definitely be, you're needing to move on from a situation because you feel stuck. That's what I'm getting the most. Your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Knight of Cups. So things are going to feel better for you. Things are going to be feeling a little bit more free. I also feel like there could be more opportunities that come towards you once you can release yourself of whatever this burden is. But I think the biggest thing for you guys is you're recognizing that there is something that needs to be released, or something that is a burden to you that is keeping you stuck. And the challenge is almost to like get out of it. But I feel like it's something that, these are all minor arcana, which makes me feel like you can definitely work your way through this. It's just something that like personally is really kind of posing a bit of a challenge or a bit of a struggle, but not, I think as long as you can kind of like trust that you're going to move forward, and that things can move forward, I think you're going to be fine. It's like kind of keeping that hope and that optimism, especially with the Eight of Wands, like it's Sagittarius, okay? So it's like you could be struggling to kind of keep that hope and optimism to move forward, but I feel like you have to. I feel like there's kind of this, I feel like some of you could be struggling mentally, Two of Swords, Five of Swords, or like struggling in your mind about this situation of like how to move forward. But I do feel like a lot of you are going to be moving forward, and that's going to open up new things here, Ace of Cups with the Knight of Cups. I feel like it's going to allow you to physically move forward and energetically and emotionally move forward. So then therefore you can open yourself up to new things. Let's see, let's clarify these 3 cards, please. Let me clarify this 3 for Aries this week. Yeah, Eight of Wands with the Sun. Again, that like optimism. It's struggling to like see the light at the end of the tunnel. Six of Swords, Three of Swords, and then the Knight of Cups with the World card. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So you're going to have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities once you can close out this cycle. A lot of you are going to be closing out a cycle here. It could have to do with matters of the heart with the Three of Swords here, needing to let go of kind of like let go of the hurt, let go of the burden. Some of you are struggling to allow yourself to see the illumination of a situation here, okay? So like you could be trying to not see something, like you're trying to pretend like something's not there. And I feel like your advice is to not do that. Your advice is to kind of like pay attention, see what's trying to be, the universe is trying to show you. Because I feel like once you can accept this and release the burden from yourself, it's going to really open up new avenues for you, new opportunities going forward, especially with the Knight of Cups and the World card here. Okay, so this feels like a period of healing for you where something's coming to light here where you're like, I can't keep holding on to this. The struggle is to let it go and to move forward, or you've already been struggling in moving forward. And I think there might be a realization that like, this is the thing that's holding me back. This is what I have to deal with. And you're being encouraged to deal with that and to process that so that you can move forward. So it feels good. I feel like I think it's like, are you willing to look at it? Are you willing to see it? I kind of feel like with the Sun and the Illumination card coming out here, like you're not going to be able to not see it. It's going to be very obvious. If this message is for you. So you'll know what it is. I feel like it'll become very clear to you. And if this is like a love matter that you're moving on from, it's going to open up new love opportunities for you going forward. Okay. So this feels like allow yourself to release it. Stop holding on to what's holding you back. Because it feels like something is holding you back, or it feels like you feel held back by a situation. Okay, so I think you start to realize that this week. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hopefully that resonates. We're going to move on here. Let's move on to Taurus. So let's see what's going on for Taurus here. What's the energy for Taurus this week? We have flow, which is like a water, has little like waves. What is this flow energy for Taurus this week? What is this about? What is this flow energy for Taurus here? So some of you could be trying to go with the flow. It's like not holding yourself back too. So we have the Eight of Cups with the flow card. Both water energies. We have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you could be detaching yourself, but also just you're not trying to force anything. Or the advice here is to try to not force anything if you are. But I do think a lot of you are trying to go with the flow. A lot of you are trying to detach yourself emotionally, where you're not so caught up in the emotion. You're just like letting things be as well. So there could be an energy of you guys wanting to not get so consumed with the emotion or overwhelmed by the emotion. You're wanting to keep moving forward and not let yourself get stuck in the emotions themselves, where they're like drowning you, you know? You're wanting to process them, keep them moving, and like kind of like filter them through. So there could be something emotional that comes up for you this week that is you know, kind of affecting this. Obviously, there's probably a specific situation here where you're trying to move on, detach, and move forward, like, but without the forcing. You're trying to go with the flow. You're trying to be receptive to what's coming and what's next. You're not with the Eight of Cups, you're not sitting here saying, okay, I have to go in this direction. You're just saying, I'm just going to go and see where life takes me. It's kind of like that type of an energy. Let's get 3 cards here for the challenge, the advice, and the outcome for you, Taurus. Let's get 3 cards here for Taurus. So the challenge is the 7 of Wands. So any sort of resistance, or again, like trying to go against the grain or trying to go against the current, okay, of these emotions. Your advice, we have the King of Swords, again, detaching. Your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Hierophant. So bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So a lot of like strong energy here with the King of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. And we do have the Chariot even behind that with the Fool. So a lot of you are, again, moving into some new phase, or just moving on to something new in general, trying to find new energy, wanting to go towards new energy, even if you don't know what the new energy is, you're just looking for that. I think it's like, how much are you going to resist? I think that that's probably the biggest thing. With the 7 of Wands being in your challenge, there's kind of this energy of like not resisting and fighting what you're trying to do or where things are trying to lead you. Because I feel like that could be, it feels like you're walking away from something, but it's almost like walking away from something but opening yourself up to other things, like not being so resistant against the new things that are trying to come into your life, right? Not being so. King of Swords is an interesting energy, right? Because it's definitely a detaching energy, but it's very strong in its opinion. It's very intelligent, very smart, very analytical in the sense of how they make their decisions. So again, it's like detaching from the emotion and just being kind of more level-headed or clear-headed. And I think that with the Hierophant here in the outcome, it's like there's kind of this like spiritual evolving or evolution. It feels like you've learned a lesson, or you've like leveled up in some way by detaching and going with the flow. It's interesting because there's a lot of masculine energy here, but the energy of you is like going with the flow. So you're not trying to control anything too much. And I think that that's probably also a little bit of your advice with that 7 of Wands is don't try to control everything. Just see where life takes you. Let's see, let's clarify these 3 cards here for you, Taurus. Also, the Hierophant energy is your energy. So it's like you could just be feeling more like yourself, more in tune with yourself and your own personal energy. Okay, you might just be feeling very confident, feeling very much in alignment. So 7 of Wands with the High Priestess. Yeah, don't block your intuition. Some of you are blocking your intuitive feminine energy. That's your challenge. So you're walking away from something, and your challenge is going with the flow, allowing things and receiving things, being receptive. King of Swords, we have the Page of Cups, which is your advice. Yeah, don't be so rigid, like use your mind, use your knowledge and the intelligence that you have, but also be open, right? Page of Cups is like a softer, kinder, caring, compassionate energy. So it's like you can be very clear on where it is that you're wanting to go, but also have this compassionate, softer side to, again, allow the receptivity and allow the flow. What is this Hierophant? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So some of you may have a spiritual connection with someone coming in here. This could be definitely a new person for some of you. It could be coming in, okay, Magician and the 3 of Wands. It feels like, again, there's new opportunities regardless to be had, but in order to receive them, you have to be open. You have to allow this Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, you have to be open to receiving the emotional, softer sides of things. Some of you could be very rigid, stubborn, or direct with how you feel. And I feel like the directness is good. We have the Magician and the King of Swords. It's very strong, you know, air energy, right? So I think that that's fine, but also allow the intuitive, feminine, softer side. So this is really about like balancing out like the masculine and the feminine energies. And some of you are really learning how to step into the feminine a little bit more, where you're allowing and receiving things, and not being so resistant against things, like just kind of like allowing yourself to see where things are going. Okay. So I think it's like, know when to open up and know when to close off with the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Know when to be open and see where things go. And it doesn't mean you have to take them, right? You can choose. Once you receive the communication, the offer, whatever it is, then you can choose what you're going to do with it. Okay. But a lot of you, there's something new that is wanting to come in, but it requires you to learn this lesson of being open and receptive and flowing. That's what I'm getting here for you, Taurus. So it could be definitely love related. It could even just be heart, like emotionally. Your heart space has to be open in order for you to receive anything in life. It doesn't matter if it's love, money, whatever. That space has to be open and healed. Okay. But I do feel as though there's something about trusting your intuition, trusting your feminine energies as well. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. We are going to move on here. So let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. What is Gemini's energy here for the week? What's going on for Gemini? Ooh, we have anger. Okay, so there could be some like harsh energy. What is this anger about? Some of you are like, I'm noticing the eye, so it's like you're seeing this, or I'm also getting to like you're kind of, how do I word this? It's like you're seeing something you don't like or you don't want to see. It's like triggering you, okay? What is this anger about for Gemini this week? What is this about? I'm gonna get a card here for this situation. What is this anger about? Ten of Swords. We have the King of Cups. So a lot of you have been hurt in a situation, and it's like, rather than being sad, you're kind of like, you're pissed off. Okay, this could also be someone that you're dealing with. But you're definitely upset around something. We have King of Cups here. We have the Nine of Swords. Like this definitely, I feel like you are hurt underneath it all, but like the emotion that's coming out of you is anger. So you could be really frustrated or just have I'm getting like low tolerance, low patience as well. So let's see, what are the challenge, advice, and the outcome here? So challenge is the Six of Wands. Your advice is the Emperor. And your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's kind of like a needing to, I'm getting like stand up for yourself and like have firm boundaries, okay? In a situation, we have the Four of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you're healing from whatever this situation is. Some of you might kind of like pull your energy back. With the Six of Wands, you might have like a hard time with like people, or your ego could also be in a kind of threatened place, especially if you've been hurt. Usually our ego has been affected by that as well. But also I feel like there's, it's like you're struggling with people. There's like, you're struggling to enjoy and feel successful and feel victorious in a situation. And I think your advice here is to like take control back in this situation and not allow other people to, you know, kind of like mess with your energy. Some of you as well, it's like controlling the anger, controlling the negative emotions, right? Like holding kind of that stable, grounded energy. Not that you aren't going to do anything about it, or, you know, not let yourself process it, but it's like with the masculine energy of the Emperor, it's like having the positive aspect of being mature in a situation is basically kind of what I'm getting, rather than being like impulsive. The Nine of Wands in the outcome makes me feel as though it's like, again, there might be a little bit of a block or a wall put up in this situation. We're going to clarify these and see, but it feels like there could be kind of this wall. You might feel very tired, exhausted, and just like overwhelmed and depleted this week, okay? And you just might have to distance yourself from people, even with the Four of Swords, right? Like that's a card of like being by yourself, taking a nap, taking a break. And so there might be this energy of like you feeling you have to distance yourself from people. Let's clarify these cards for Gemini. Yeah, Six of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands. So you're struggling to feel victorious in a situation. There could be a lot of drama, or there has been a lot of drama in this situation. Emperor, we have the Two of Pentacles, again, finding balance. And then the Nine of Wands with the Four of Swords. So you could end up taking definitely a break from whatever you're going through. But the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands really makes me feel as though you're struggling to feel victorious or overcome a situation or feel that way. Like you're not feeling positive about the situation. Your advice here with the Emperor and the Two of Pentacles is really to find a sense of balance and stability. Some of you focusing on your practical world, like not getting so caught up in the emotional side of things, right? Because it's Emperor, it's masculine energy. And with the Nine of Wands with the Four of Swords, you might just end up kind of, again, retracting, taking your energy back, relaxing, taking a break, needing a break, okay? I do feel like you're starting out kind of this like new kind of path, this new journey, but you're definitely kind of like doing this while working on the heartbreak, the struggle that you've been kind of going through, whatever this Ten of Swords is. I feel like you're processing this, you're working on this, but there's also a need to kind of focus on your day-to-day and not get so wrapped up in whatever this situation is. So some of you might feel really triggered this week, or there's something that has happened even already that you're still kind of in a negative, it feels like a negative energy, but it's not. I feel like with the Emperor here, you have the ability to step into a certain energy to take control back of this situation, to take control back of yourself and like where things are going in your personal life. Okay, some of you could have a lot of things going on this week too that you need to focus on, like focus on what needs to be done. Okay, but take a break and retract yourself from whatever this situation is. I feel like you definitely need to take a step back. And I do think you're going to be healing from it. It's just a matter of like time, right? And how long that takes you is going to be different for all of you, right? Depending on kind of what you're going through. But you're just struggling to feel optimistic or hopeful even, I'm getting, for some reason. But you just don't feel victorious. You don't feel like you're overcoming this situation. So you're kind of in this like negative, the anger and the Ten of Swords makes me feel like you might have like kind of maybe kind of like moody this week, or just kind of like not in the mood for people because you're just going through kind of the shit, you know? So there might be something that literally comes to an end this week here for you, Gemini, but don't be surprised if you've got some disruption emotionally. But I feel like with the Emperor, it's like you have the ability to kind of take control of this anger, okay? Or even this situation just in general. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. We're going to move on to Cancer. So let's see. What does Cancer need to know for the week? What energy is coming up here for Cancer this week? What's going on for them? Oh, we have Ghost. Let me get a clarifier here before I say anything. We have the Nine of Swords. Interesting. So obviously we have Six of Swords here. It's interesting because it's kind of go either way. I have two stories here, so take which one resonates with you the most. Some of you have been ghosted and you're kind of stressing or thinking a lot about it. So you may have been ghosted by a person, okay? So this is like heavily on your mind. And there's kind of this like struggle to move forward. Six of Swords and the Sun, okay? And the Star. Struggle to kind of like move forward in a positive direction, okay? So that's for some of you. If you know you've been ghosted, okay, maybe that'll happen this week, okay? We are Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, so honestly, who knows? But the other thing that I'm getting though with Ghost, because it's a it's like the white cards in this deck. It's making me feel like you're caught up in your head around something, but Spirit's trying to connect with you. Like there's a spirit or your spiritual team, your intuition is trying to connect with you, and they're trying to guide you in a certain direction, a better direction, especially with the Star and the Six of Swords here. So, but you're kind of like almost so much in your head that you can't see that, or you can't hear it, or you can't get the information. Okay. What is the challenge, advice, and the outcome for Cancer this week? I'm going to put those back. They didn't feel right. Cancer. Can I get 3 cards for them, please? Yeah, challenge is the Six of Swords. Challenge is moving forward. That was just at the bottom of the deck, right? So your advice in this situation, we have the Three of Swords. And your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. You're very overwhelmed or very consumed by something. I think you have a lot of, you might have a decision, or you have a lot of options, or you're like not clear on a decision. Again, with the Nine of Swords, it makes me feel like you are kind of caught up in your head. Your struggle is to move forward in a clear direction, to move to a better space. So you could be kind of feeling very up in your head, especially with the Ghost. It makes me think of like upper chakras, right? So it's like this part of you could be feeling very overwhelmed, very mentally driven and activated. It feels like there could be something, again, it's like a heartbreak. Three of Swords here, and your advice is an interesting card to have in the advice section. It feels like your advice is to not hold on to this. It's like feel it, right? Feel it, process it, but then it's like let go of it. Don't hold on to it. Getting to like take the swords out. Okay, so some of you are going through something. Your outcome, should you take the advice, we have the Four of Cups. So I feel like there'll be opportunities, but some of you are still kind of like hesitant. You also just like might not like the energy that you're in. Can I clarify these 3 cards, please, for Cancer? Let me clarify these, please. Six of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands. The Three of Swords, we have the High Priestess. And the Four of Cups, we have the King of Cups. And we have the Ten of Cups at the bottom. So things are going to get better here for you. But I think you might have to be, it's the letting go part that you're struggling with. The letting go, moving forward, the surrendering. I'm almost getting like a need to surrender here. It feels like Six of Swords and the Queen of Wands, your struggle is to feel good and confident about the decision to move forward, or feeling confident in your own capabilities, or feeling like you're able to move yourself in a better direction from a personal perspective as well. Like some of you might feel a little like stuck, or just that you aren't confident in how to move forward. Three of Swords with the High Priestess and your advice really feels like processing, taking things out, you know, but processing the energy of the Three of Swords, working through that energy so that you can intuitively move forward. I think, again, some of you, this Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, it's blocking your intuition, the signs, the synchronicities that are trying to come in towards you, the messages that are trying to come forward towards you from your own intuition, the universe, however you kind of like connect. Okay, so your advice is to connect. I almost feel too like the more you connect to your intuition, the more you connect to yourself, the more you dive deeper inward, the more you're going to be able to heal this energy of the Three of Swords. And that might either bring an apology. I'm going to clarify this with one more card. An apology, or a person coming forward, or it's you opening yourself up to new things. It's like healing the emotional side of your like your heart, opening your heart back up. We do have the Ten of Cups, so again, if things are going to move in a positive direction here. Can I get one for the Four of Cups, King of Cups, and the outcome, please, for Cancer? Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So some of you might have a choice to make around a person. I feel like somebody might come towards you and apologize or speak to you or want to offer you something, and it's up to you to decide whether that's something that you want. Feels like the person or the situation that you're dealing with, that you're stressed about. There's a person here, or you need to decide what you're going to do. For the Four of Cups and that everything is fine makes me feel like you have to decide if this is okay with you. If it's not, then we need to do something about it. It's about balancing the scales. So there might be something that comes up for you once you kind of have processed this, how it's making you feel, and like your own mind, and you've processed everything. You're going to have to decide, is this okay, or do we need to move forward, or how are we going to move forward, right? Like how do we fix this? How do we balance this out so that we can move on, or I can move on from this situation? So it's about balancing out the energies within you first, and then you can deal with it on an external level around you. So I feel like the opportunity this week is to deal with it in front of you, or not in front of you, but within you. Three of Swords and the High Priestess is like to go within and really process this, so that on the external world, because the external world is a reflection of our inner world, right? So if we deal with it internally, then we can deal with it externally. Okay, so there's something that you're kind of like maybe not clear on. I think your intuition is trying to speak to you here, Cancer. And it's just a matter of tapping in, and that's gonna give you what you need to let this go and balance this out, however that looks for you. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Cancer. We're gonna move on here to Leo. So Leo, let's see. What is going on for Leo this week? We have sadness. What is this sadness about here for Leo this week? What is this situation? All right, we got the Tower. So something might kind of like fall apart, or you have a Tower moment that leaves you feeling upset. I'm going to get one more. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This could be like a personal Tower. Can you clarify this Tower with sadness, please, for Leo? Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. There's something that maybe you're leaving or walking away from, but it's leading you in a better direction. I think this is giving you the opportunity to see your worth, to see your value. Maybe you're leaving a situation that makes you upset, but you know you weren't valued in it. So there's some sort of like change that you're making here, Leo. It's like a pivoting. Can I get 3 cards for the challenge? The advice and the outcome. Should they take the advice for Leo this week? What's going on here? 3 cards. Challenge is the Queen of Swords. Your advice is the Ace of Swords. And your outcome, should you take the advice, is Lovers. Interesting. A lot of air energy here. Air and earth. We have the Ten of Cups. So it feels like it has to do with your worth, your value, and how you... Some of you, like your foundation might get really like uplifted. It feels like something emotional though, or relationship related that you are maybe going through. I kind of feel like though, it's like the path you were on, it wasn't bringing you, Five of Pentacles, sadness, like it wasn't bringing you really what you wanted. And I think in a way, like you probably know that. Your challenge here with the Queen of Swords is really to be discerning, to ask the good questions, to maybe let go of something too. The Tower here can indicate that the universe is stepping in a situation. And this is for your growth, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, but you have to kind of like either make a decision, because I feel like there's a decision possibly, because the advice, we have the Ace of Swords. The decision that you make, and making the right decision and making a decision that's going to be victorious for you, is going to lead you in this place of being in more alignment with where you're trying to go, or just your own life, yourself, your higher self. For some of you, this could also be relationships. Like if you're walking away from a relationship that like really wasn't serving you, I think you're headed in a better direction, and you're headed towards a connection that actually has, you know, something solid to it with the Lovers here, and we even have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so you're headed in a better direction, but it's like the initial tower falling is kind of where we're at right now. What's this? Let's clarify these 3 cards for Leo, please. Can we clarify these? Some of you might be dealing, we have Scorpio, we have Gemini, and then we have like earth signs, earth and air, really. You might have any of those in your chart or be dealing with someone. Can you clarify these for Leo, please? These 3 cards for Leo. Yeah, Queen of Swords with the Death card. Your challenge is to let something go. To like let it end. To let it, like release it. Cut it off. Ace of Swords, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And the Lovers here, we have the King of Swords. Some of you are going to meet someone or be in alignment with someone on a, like an intellectual level. Okay, we have King and Queen of Swords. You could be meeting, again, like an air sign. Strong air placement here, or air energy. But I feel like you're going to be able to connect with like-minded people, connect with, again, even your masculine, your feminine energies. This is like being in alignment with either people in your life, or, because the Lovers is connections, right? People in your life, or also just yourself. But it feels like you are having to let go of something, but it almost feels like with the Queen of Swords and the Death card, your challenge is to try to not control and just let things happen. Like let the ending happen. Even though the ending is hard, it's like let it happen so that you can move forward. The advice with the Ace of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles is to, again, cut yourself free. Release, cut yourself free. So that you can start kind of this new journey, this new path. Okay, we have the Page of Wands here. Give me one more with this 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the advice for Leo. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Stop trying to hold on to things. That's what it really feels like. It feels like you're trying to hold on to something that both you and the universe are like, we know this has to go, but for some reason there's a part of you that's still kind of trying to hold on to something that you know you need to let go of. And I think it's the sadness is here because you know you need to let it go, and it makes you sad that you have to, because you really don't want to, but you know that it's for your own good. I'm going to get one more here with the Lovers and the King of Swords as well in the outcome. What is this about? What is this Lovers and the King of Swords here for Leo in the outcome? What is this about? King of Pentacles. It feels like there's going to be more stable, again, more stable connections. You're going to feel more in control as well, more stable. I think there's something, you could start talking to someone new. Okay, this person could have like earth or air, okay, because that's both those signs, and then Scorpio. Both those signs are, and like, yeah, earth, air, and Scorpio. But Scorpio feels like more of the destruction. It doesn't really feel like it feels like you're maybe connecting, or there's a part of you with the earth and the air, that there's this energy of connecting with like-minded people, but also connecting with people who bring a sense of stability. Some of you could really be connecting with your work, okay? Or you meet somebody through work, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of kings here. Some of you have been dealing with deceptive energies here. This is about finding ones that are in better alignment with you and people that are willing to work with you rather than people who are trying to work against you. 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands. So this feels like exploring new things, exploring new people, but there's something that you're trying to, I think you're just, there's like a little bit of like part of you that still hopes that this can happen or that this can work. And I think a lot of you know that it's not. Like intuitively, you know that this needs to end, but you're trying to block that. And that's why I feel like this tower is happening, because the universe is trying to like step in and say like, it's gotta go. But I don't feel like you're fully fighting it. I just almost feel like it's like you're just more upset that it has to go rather than like, you know it does. It's not that it's I don't think you're not going to let it go. I feel like you are, especially with the Ace of Swords, but there's a little piece of you that's still trying to hold on to it. So whatever that is for you could definitely be in relationships, but let's move on. Let's move on to Virgo. Let's see what's happening for Virgo here this week. We have faith. All right. Some of you might feel really connected to your faith or just feeling faithful in a situation. Let's see what this is. What's this about for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know this week? What's the situation here? We have the Empress. Okay. And then we have the Star. Yeah, there's a lot of hope and faith that you have in a situation. I think you really have faith that something might grow, or you can get something to grow. Like you feel like things are headed in a positive direction here. Or at least you're going to try, right? Like some of you could really be with the Empress energy, like willing to get something to grow. Again, you have faith that as long as there's energy and nurturing put into the situation, it's like it'll manifest, is what I'm getting. So let's see, what's the challenge, the advice, and the outcome here? Challenge, we have the Hierophant. Oh, that's interesting, because that's faith. Your advice here with the Three of Cups, and your outcome should you take the advice, is the Ten of Wands. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Things are changing, things are evolving, things are growing and expanding for you, definitely. At least that's really what you're wanting as well. You could be reevaluating your faith and your belief and what you want to nurture, what you want to grow in your life. There could be a relationship here that's challenging you and your faith, okay? Some of you, this has to do with your self-worth and how you value yourself and how people value you and how you want people to value you, right? So there could be a change in that. It feels like there's a need to connect with like-minded people or just even enjoy. Three of Cups is like a card of celebration, enjoyment, happiness, right? But connecting with people who you feel connected to, like you're on the same path as. Ten of Wands, and the outcome feels like there's going to be kind of this burden that needs to be released, or that is being released. So there's something around your faith or your value or what you just kind of like what you want to grow in your life and what you don't want to grow in your life. Can you clarify these three cards for Virgo, please? Can you clarify the three cards here for Virgo? Yeah, Hierophant, we have the Devil. Temperance with the Three of Cups. High Priestess with the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. There's something about resistance and having faith that things are going to work in your favor. I feel like there could have been karmic situations that you've learned from, or restrictions that you have learned from. Like Saturn, this is making me think of like Saturn. So Saturn is an energy of restriction. It's like the dad energy of like astrology, where it's like, I'm going to restrict things for you, but then you're going to learn a lesson out of that, or as long as you do learn the lesson out of that, then you get good results at the end of it. So Saturn kind of gives you blessings at the end, but it really feels hard and restrictive and challenging in the middle of it, in the process of it. So some of you have really kind of struggled with something that feels restrictive, or maybe you had, again, it says like your faith could be growing in a situation where it's felt like you haven't had faith. Okay. Three of Cups with Temperance makes me feel like there's this need to have more balance and enjoy your time more, like enjoy the moment more. Some of you could be reconciling with someone, or if someone's coming back around, there's a sense of like, you're overcoming this karmic energy, whatever this is. Temperance and Strength card are both two cards that overcome the Devil energy. So there's something that you've learned, and I feel like it's your worth, your value. So even if there's something that's coming up this week that's testing you on that, I feel like you've learned the lesson. Like if something's testing your worth, you're standing up for yourself. And you're releasing a burden here. The High Priestess and the Ten of Wands, and the outcome is like you're letting go, you're releasing, you're surrendering. You're trusting your intuition. Some of you are letting go of the internal things that you've held on to internally. I feel like you're letting go of. Oops, let's go this way. Seven of Wands, Two of Swords, Justice. Like things are going to start to open up and move forward for you, but it's almost like there's something about karma and like restoring karma and learning a lesson in some aspect, but it's helping you grow. And it's moving you forward. Maybe one more with this Three of Cups and the Temperance and the advice for Virgo. Three of Cups, Temperance, and the advice. Yeah, Justice. Having to be patient. Things are going to work out. There's going to be reasons to celebrate, but needing to be patient, because this is like needing to trust that things are going to work out for you. Trust that you're headed, have faith that things are headed in the right direction. Okay, some of you, there's been something that has like restricted your belief or restricted your faith, or you've been holding on to a certain value that's been preventing your growth or preventing you from moving forward, or you've been holding on to a belief or a tradition or a way that you think things were supposed to be happening, but it was blocking your growth. I think that the more trust and the more faith that you put in the universe, the more that things are going to be able to grow and evolve, and you just have to believe that you're worthy of it. Believe in yourself. Okay, so there's something like karmic here that is asking you to believe in yourself. Empress. Believe in yourself, believe in your worth. Allow yourself to be open and receive the good energy, because I feel like you're overcoming this karmic situation. The justice will be brought in, or justice will be restored in your life for this situation, because you're clearing some karmic thing. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. We're going to move on here to Libra. So let's see. What is going on for Libra this week? What does Libra need to know? We have hunger. So I feel like there's almost like a desire. Desire for something. With the yellow makes me think of the solar plexus chakra, which is like how we assert ourselves and like our power, our will. So it feels like you're desiring something or wanting something. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, you got your eye on this. You're hungry for something. And I feel like you got your everything set on it. Like you're like, this is what I want, I'm going to go after it. Four of Pentacles is like Sun and Capricorn. So it's like, I'm going to achieve that goal no matter how long it takes. I'm not giving up on this. Okay, it could be some sort of like a dream, a wish. Seven of Cups. So there's something that you're like very adamant about, but that you really, really want, you really desire. Can I get 3 cards? We're going to get the challenge, the advice, and the challenge with the Ace of Swords. The advice, we have the Ten of Cups, and the outcome should you take the advice with the High Priestess. We have the Ten of Swords. So your challenge here could be accepting new ideas. I feel like there could be something that you're holding on to that is maybe outdated. I don't know why I'm getting that with this Ten of Swords, where it's like the Ten of Swords is at the bottom, so you're pretending everything's fine the way it is, but it's not. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords in your situation, or your challenge, sorry, it's like new ideas, fresh perspectives, seeing things in a different light, also feeling successful. But it feels like there's a little bit of stubbornness here, Libra. Okay, your advice, we have the Ten of Cups, so it's like figuring out what you really want, what's happiness, enjoying time, people around you. I feel like you're going to get some sort of answer, some sort of like clarity or truth out of a situation here. especially with High Priestess and the outcome. It's like you might get some sort of truth. Ace of Swords, we have the Temperance here. Ten of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the High Priestess and the Hanged one. Yeah, some sort of answer. We have the Four of Wands here. Your challenge is to go with the flow, be open and be receptive and alchemize, like allow yourself to bring certain things together. Like it feels like you might be set on like a very certain way that something has to happen or the way that you want things to play out. And I feel like that is almost blocking you. So you want something so bad, but you also want it to look a certain way. It's interesting because my friend and I were talking about this the other day, where it's like a lot of people struggle with the manifestation aspect of what they're trying to create in their life. Is not really, it's more of like the expectation of how something's supposed to look. That's what actually blocks our manifestations. It's not that you can't have it, but why are you so set that it has to happen a very specific way? The universe might be trying to give it to you in certain ways, and you're not open to those because they don't look the way you want it to, even though the universe is giving you what you want. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that made sense, but it feels like the universe, especially with Temperance and the Ace of Swords, the universe is trying to give you another opportunity or a different way to do something, and you're not really you're not working with it. You're not working with that energy. So there's a new idea that you have to work with, but that's the struggle. Is that I feel like you're with the Four of Pentacles here, you're very stuck in a certain, this has to happen this way. I want it to look this way. And Ten of Cups with the Seven of Swords in your advice, I feel is like, yeah, like what are your goals and your dreams, but don't hold yourself back, right? Because the Seven of Swords can be a card of self-deception as well. Like it doesn't have to just be it doesn't just have to be like an external deception. It can be internal. How is our mind holding us back? How is our mind deceiving us from really going after what it is that we want? And I feel like your advice is to don't hold yourself back from your dreams, your goals, right? Definitely go after what it is that you're looking for. Yeah, Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. Also, it's like you don't have to, your advice is to also remember that you don't have to go after other people's dreams. If you want something on your own, like that's fine, but it doesn't have to look like some of you with the Ten of Cups in your advice. It's like, don't have this, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a false sense of hope or like an unrealistic dream. Like some of you are very much like romanticizing something or, again, thinking something should look a very specific way. And that's actually holding you back from getting what you want. So almost like being more practical with the Nine of Pentacles is your advice. Like don't get so caught up in this like dream world, this like, because Ten of Cups is like the ultimate dream, and it can be a very good card, but it can also be something that we get stuck in where it's like we romanticize this ending of this like finality that we want to have, whether it's like a relationship or like the life we want it to look like. It doesn't always come out that way, right? But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be blessed with things along the way and that your life can't be really, really good, right? It just might not look the exact way that you want something to look. The High Priestess and the Hanged Man here in the outcome really makes me feel like there could be this shift in perspective around how things are supposed to look. It feels like there's, yeah, Seven of Wands, like releasing, surrendering to the way you think things are supposed to be. So I do think you're going to be releasing this, but you kind of have to like tap in here. Yeah. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Don't block yourself from moving forward. Okay, I feel like you're going to be able to release the resistance. Some of you are really holding on to it though. You are going to be able to release the resistance, but don't be so caught up in like the direction. Like the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands are both cards of like following an impulse or following a desire or acting quickly to kind of fix a situation or change a situation. It feels like, again, just go with the flow. Like don't force things, right? Don't force things to make it look like a certain way. I feel like that's what you're going to be releasing. Intuitively, you're going to be like, I gotta be more open. It's like being more open and receptive to how things are coming towards you. There's definitely like a more of a spiritual, there's a lot of spiritual cards here. So your intuition is really trying to say you need to open up to different ways that things can happen. I feel like that's your biggest message. So some of you are really trying to hold on to a certain way of things happening. And I feel like your advice here is to be open to other ways that things can happen. Be more practical and logical about the way that you go about things, instead of having this idea of like, this has to look a certain way. If opportunities come towards you, don't block them. Don't block those opportunities. It doesn't mean you have to take them, but be open to exploring them. Okay, be open to exploring the opportunities instead of just shutting them down right away, whether that's people or opportunities. Okay, because there's something that you really want. It could even be relationships. There's something that you really want, but for a lot of you, you're blocking the universe by trying to have it a certain way. So hopefully that made sense. So I would say just like surrender. Surrender is kind of this like a little bit of your advice, even though it's in your outcome. I feel like you're going to be doing that, but it's like surrendering to the way that you think things should be in a situation. So that is what I have for you, Libra. Let's move on here to Scorpio. So let's see what is going on for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know this week? What is happening? Scorpio. We have ideation. So this has to do with new ideas, fresh energy, creativity as well. Let's see, what's this about for Scorpio here? What is going on here for Scorpio? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you have like some sort of a goal or something that you could be working on. Some of you are really keeping to yourself this week. Feels like you could be really focused. There could be like if I can speak, a goal or something materially or like an idea that you have for your practical life, like your day-to-day, your earthly world, like something that you want or something that you're trying to achieve, that you're kind of going after. I see you very like focused on this. So you might be like working on growing something here for yourself. Your challenge is the High Priestess. Your advice is the Death card, and your outcome is the Tower. So you got three majors here. We have the Two of Wands. It's definitely something personal. With the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles, this makes me feel like it's within you. Some of you are really trying to hold on to something that provides a sense of stability, or you feel like it provides a sense of stability. Your challenge here, I feel, is to trust your intuition. I think you know something's about to change or something's about to happen. I also feel with the Death card and your advice that this is your energy. Same with the Tower. Okay, so you are going to be feeling Scorpionic energy, which you're obviously a Scorpio, so you're probably quite comfortable with, even though it's not that it's not challenging, it's just that you probably deal with this better than most people. But I feel like with the Death card, it's like embracing the transformation that you know that you need to go through. This is about you knowing that there's something that needs to shift. The Tower here could indicate that it's like letting the thing fall, letting the transformation happen. Letting the universe step in and help you change a situation. This is for your growth. We have the Two of Wands, Two of Cups. Okay, so some of you could be resisting connection or resisting. You might think you're not ready for a relationship, or you might think that you're not ready for what is next, but I think you are. And if you tapped into your intuition, you would know that you are. I also feel like what you want is probably coming towards you, but then there's kind of this like hesitation almost. Can I clarify these 3 cards, please, for Scorpio? Clarify these 3 cards for Scorpio. High Priestess, Page of Wands. Yeah, what's your intuition telling you? What's the path your intuition's telling you to go down? Death card with the King of Pentacles. And we have the Tower with the 7 of Pentacles. There's something you've invested your time and your energy into here, Scorpio, that's coming. It's crumbling. A foundation of something is changing or falling away for you to start something new. So something you've put time and energy into. Some of you are trying to hold on to that, but you know it's time to start a new endeavor or step into something new. I feel like you're in control of this situation, even though you feel like you might not be. With the Emperor here being at the bottom, it's like the universe is working with you. It's not working against you. And with the King of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles, it feels like there's an ending with the King of Pentacles to a way that things have been. Maybe some of you are very comfortable in the situation that you're in, but it's time to let it go. It's almost like you've hit your comfort zone, you've had success, and now it's time for something new. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, okay, it's time to change or it's time to level up because it's like we've accomplished that. We've done that. So are we just going to sit here, be comfortable, and just like do the same thing every day and not do anything different? The Tower and the 7 of Pentacles in your outcome, it's almost like you're waiting for this Tower. You know this Tower is coming. And again, you're just going to kind of let it fall. Actually, like, I feel like a lot of you are not, yeah, it's like 5 of Cups, Magician. You're creating this. You know that this Tower needs to, you know this change needs to happen, Scorpio. Whatever this is with regards to, it's like, it almost feels like your life has hit a level of like complacency or like comfortability with the King of Pentacles, where it's like, yeah, everything's good, like, but there's no challenge, there's no newness. It's like you've hit the peak of being stable. And so I don't know, it's like it's almost like you want more for your life. So you're walking away from something not because it's not working for you, but because it's time for something new, a new idea, a new creative endeavor. Some of you want to do something more creative and not so practical. Okay, so some of you could be like leaving a job, starting something new, possibly leaving a relationship, starting something new. It's like whatever it is, I feel like whatever you're leaving behind, it feels like it's lost its spark. It's lost its excitement. And now you're going out and you're rebuilding, you're recreating with the Magician, the Tower, 7 of Pentacles. You're investing into this change. You know that the change needs to happen. I think you're open to the change. But it's time for a level up. King of Pentacles to the Emperor. So it's like there has to be a change in order for you to grow. It feels like growth. But in order to grow, you have to do something different. It's like you can't stay where you're at, because where you're at, you've already done it. You've already accomplished it. You've already grown to the maximum amount that you're capable of. And now it's time to level up. It feels like it's time for something more. That's what it feels like. And I feel like intuitively, you could be blocking this. Okay. Also, the challenge could be that you're keeping this to yourself right now, High Priestess and the Page of Wands. You're not telling people. You're not expressing this. So whatever you're kind of, again, some of you are holding on to an idea that you have. Okay, so your challenge is to explore that idea, or to tell people about the idea, or communicate this, or show the world this. But it's because you have to still let go of something. There's something you got to let go of in order to show the world something, or to step into something. Even if it's like a relationship, it's like you got to leave a relationship that's just kind of like, okay, it's great, like it's good, it's stable, but it's like there's no spark, there's no excitement, it's just like, okay, well, we got here, but it's like not really what you want. A lot of you are wanting more creativity, more excitement in your situation, whatever that is. So whatever it is, it feels like there's something could change this week, or you make some sort of a change this week. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. We're going to move on to Sag. So let's see. What is going on here for Sagittarius? What does Sag need to know for the week? We have comfort. What is this about for Sag? What's this comfort card about? Why is comfort here for Sagittarius? Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups. And we have the Hermit. Some of your, I feel like there's a really good connection here. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. Like there's someone could be paying you a lot of attention. You're paying attention to someone else a lot. Some of you have also found a lot of comfort within yourself, which is attracting people towards you. What's the challenge, the advice, and the outcome here for Sag this week? Page of Cups is the challenge. Advice is the High Priestess. Outcome is the Seven of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. I'm kind of like going back and forth because there's like this energy of like a positive connection here, but then there's also this energy of like wanting to be alone. And also like something about being comfortable, like being, I don't know, some of you might like, some of you are really focused on your money. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It could be something new. Page of Cups in your challenge makes me feel like you're struggling to like open up, or you're struggling to connect with something. Maybe to express yourself. High Priestess in your advice is like, do what feels right. Like tap into how you feel and like, what do you want to do? The outcome's the Seven of Wands. Some of you might, I don't know what this is about. Let's clarify. Clarify these three cards. This is very like confusing energy. Can you clarify these? Yeah, Page of Cups, the Hermit. High Priestess, Ten of Swords. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. Some of you are going to block somebody. I don't know if like something's become too comfortable. Give me one more here for this. Eight of Wands. It feels like something's become too comfortable, or like you are wanting to explore new things. I don't know why, but there's this energy of like, there's something internal here, like within you, Hermit, High Priestess, that it's like you're wanting to explore new things. Some of you, new options, like you want to leave this connection. Like I feel like if you're talking to someone, it's going really well. I don't really feel like there's anything bad. However, there's kind of this energy of like some of you maybe have been hurt in the past, and therefore your challenge is like opening up to this person, like, or just this connection, like, but I feel like there's a sense of familiarity with this person. This feels like a person that you're dealing with, but there's a struggle here with the Hermit and the Page of Cups. There's a struggle to kind of go within or like open up. Yeah, Devil energy. Some of you have something within yourself that you need to deal with. Also, some of you are keeping something, you're hiding something from someone. Yeah, you're holding back from something or someone. I almost feel like you're talking to somebody new and there's some old shit that's coming up. Because this comfort and this Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, Page of Swords, that's good energy. Like that's not, that feels good, but this feels kind of icky. I feel like your advice here is to be patient with yourself. It feels like you're not opening up. Maybe some of you might have trust issues. Some of you are really looking at your codependent situations as well, like things that have been karmic. Something's been blocking you, and I feel like there's a need for you to go in and explore that. I think that that's been a bit of your challenge. Your advice is to go within, to harmonize this, to work this energy out, especially with Temperance coming up here. We have Temperance and the Strength card, which, like I always say, always overcome the devil energy. Okay, so you are letting go or needing to block out or resist this, like, it feels toxic. Like there's something like, and I know that word gets tossed around a lot, but it's like, it feels karmic in some essence, where there's something that's been binding you, holding you back, restricting you, whether it's a trust thing, a previous relationship, like whatever this is, it's something that's already ended. But this is something you're hiding from this person. So there could be something that's really good going on this week with a person, but then like underneath the surface in your own world, without this person, there's some shit that you're having to deal with. Because it feels like there's, I don't know, some of you are like learning how to set boundaries. Some of you are really trying to resist temptation or control something that it seems to kind of like take control of you, but you're taking control of it. So this feels like progress. It does feel like good things. Because some of you, like, there's a potential of a new relationship or something that you feel really good with, but there's also this energy of like having to deal with this past shit. So only you're going to kind of know what that is for yourself, of what you're dealing with. But it feels like there's something really good here for you that you feel really good about with the comfort, but it's also like, I think it's also kind of pushing you out of a comfort zone, and you're having to go within here. And your advice is to go within and like overcome this restriction. So that's pretty much what I have for you, Sag. It looks like it almost feels like there's something positive in your life that's happening, and you're not wanting to ruin it. You're not wanting to let this past stuff get in the way. Like you're wanting to, okay, it's like, okay, I got to deal with this because this is preventing me from moving forward with this new person or this new situation. Okay, so it feels like you feel really good with the connection, but there's something else from your past that is kind of being highlighted here for you. So that's what I have for you, Sag. We're going to move on to Capricorn here. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for the week? All right, Capricorn. We have determination. It's like kind of like some mountains here. So some of you are really you're determined to do something or achieve something. What's this about for Capricorn here? What is this determination about here for Capricorn? Five of Wands, King of Cups. It's almost like you're wanting to rectify something. Feels like you're determined to like overcome a situation or to rise above a situation. Challenge is the Two of Cups. Your advice is the Queen of Wands. Your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Six of Wands. So yeah, this is like about having confidence. Your advice is to have confidence in yourself. You could be dealing with a person. Okay, there could be like almost getting like a little bit of a power struggle between you and someone, and especially with Two of Cups in your challenge, it's a connecting energy here. I almost feel like your advice with the Queen of Wands and then the Six of Wands is like, the Queen of Wands is your advice, the Six of Wands is your outcomes. The Queen of Wands is telling me that there's this energy of like you really needing to kind of believe in yourself, have confidence, take action, pursue what you want, and have just like this very confident energy. And that's going to bring more growth and expansion in your life, and people are going to see you and recognize you. And again, you're going to have victory over this situation. You're very determined to be victorious. And it starts with self-worth and confidence. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone. Okay. You're putting in the work in a situation, some sort of a situation. What is this about? Can we clarify these cards, please, for Capricorn? Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords. Seven of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands, and the Star with the Six of Wands. Four of Cups here. Yeah, this feels like, it feels like you trying to get what you want, but not in an egotistical way. It feels like you valuing yourself and like, that what do I want? What am I trying to create for myself? Does this serve me? Right, with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Do I really want this opportunity? Page of Cups, Four of Cups, like asking the right questions, really discerning this connection. I feel like your challenge is like figuring out this connection, getting the clarity on this connection of like, what is this? What's happening here? And I feel like there's a lot of like, as long as you invest into the energies that make you feel good, that make you feel empowered, that I just feel like investing in situations that make you feel like you're being valued and you're being honored and you're being, people are realizing your worth and your value. And also I feel like with the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to take action. By realizing your power, your control, it's like you don't even need to say or do anything. Because somebody knows, I feel. The person you're dealing with is struggling more than you are. Because I feel like this King of Cups is their energy. And you're doing a lot of good, healing, positive work here. Six of Wands and the Star. So you're healing, you're expanding, you're growing, you're moving in a positive direction, you're in alignment with where you're going. Yeah, Tower, Three of Wands. Yeah, you just sit and wait. You don't need to do anything. Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. You don't need to do anything. Why is this Tower here? Yeah, Justice, the Devil. There's karma being restored in your love life is what it feels like. But there's changes too, and I think you're trying to discern it all, like you're trying to figure it all out, but it's kind of feels a little chaotic here. Can I get one more with that Determination card for Capricorn? One more for that Determination. With the World, yeah, like struggling to figure things out, but also it's like determined to figure something out, to close out a chapter, a cycle. Some of you have just been struggling in love in general. It doesn't even have to be a specific person, but you've been struggling in love in general. It's like you're like ready to move on from this. It's like, I got to bring in new, better energy. Some of you are really having victory over your past, like healing from past energy with the Six of Cups. You could be attracting a soulmate in towards you as well. But you're learning from your past, and a lot of you are in this, you're very receptive. That's your advice, at least, is to be open and receptive to what could come towards you. A lot of you don't know what is coming towards you, if anything, at this point. But this is about fulfilling your needs. Nine of Cups. Okay, and so there's changes in your love life, the way that you view them, the way that you view connections. Okay, what's a balanced connection to you? What feels right? What's karmically in alignment with you? Okay, so you just keep holding your value, holding that line of like, this is what I'm worthy of, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, and it'll come towards you. because you're doing a lot of healing work when it comes to this. So I feel like a lot of you are overcoming a challenge when it comes to your heart space, your love life. Okay, and I feel like it's going to be working in your favor. You're closing out a big chapter here, and you're determined to do that. Like, you know, you're actively participating in this, where you're like, it's time to move forward. It's time to have new patterns, new things. I want to experience new things. I don't want to experience struggle in love anymore. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Capricorn. We're going to move on here to Aquarius. So let's see what is going on here for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? We have passion. So you're connecting with something here, Aquarius. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. I feel like you're being selfish with your energy, but not in a negative, I don't mean that in a negative way. Nine of Cups. You're focused on yourself. You're being very discerning of like who you give your time and your energy to. Some of you are really not giving your energy to other people. Like, you're holding that for yourself. But I also feel like you could be very cautious with who you give your time and your energy to, who you share your passions with. Some of you are just like really doing things for yourself. Like, you're really just kind of in that energy where you're like, I'm going to do what I want to do and not always be at the mercy of others. Your challenge here, we have Judgment. Your advice, we have the Fool. And your outcome, should you take the advice, is the Chariot. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are in this place of struggling to make a decision, but your advice is to step into new energy with the Fool so that you can move forward, Chariot, overcome the challenges that you've been going through. This feels like your challenge is a little bit of like learning from the past, letting go of the past, moving forward. Some of you could be going through an awakening, which is like challenging for you, like, and even from like an energetic standpoint. This could have to do with, for some of you, like for your work, Eight of Pentacles here. But this feels like you're kind of like rising above, leveling up, or awakening in some aspect. And it's like your advice here is like, it's time to step into the fresh energy, the new energy. It's time to move forward. This is where I feel like maybe some of the lessons that you've been learning is like how to protect your energy or guard your energy a little bit more. Yeah, Judgment with the Devil. Gotta let go. Time to let go. The Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, and then Chariot, Two of Cups. Some of you are entering like a new relationship or more balanced relationships. We have Justice here. Strength, Hierophant, the Hanged Man. Just surrendering, releasing control, the need to control. Some of you are really, the challenges, you're really holding on to something that it's time to let go of. Okay, it's time to start a new cycle. It's time to start a new phase and put the energy and the work into new energy, fresh energy, new projects, whatever that is that you know that you probably need to let go of, but you're struggling with. Your advice here is to start working on the new energy, start working on the things that bring passion and excitement to your life. I feel like there could be a new connection for some of you, Chariot, Two of Cups. If anything, it's just you're heading in this place of alignment with yourself and others around you. Like, you're heading in a more free, you're releasing yourself, okay, from things that have felt stuck and burdened to things that are a better reflection of where you want to be. Can I get one more at the Chariot, Two of Cups, please, for Aquarius? Yeah, Nine of Cups, like things that are going to make you happy, leaving behind the things that don't make you happy. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, walking away from things, moving forward, moving to better things in your life, more enjoyment, more fulfillment, feeling connected to what you do on an emotional level because it feels right to you and your heart space. But there's something you're struggling to let go of here with Judgment and the Devil. Some of you are like struggling to let go of something like 3D, practical, like earthly, okay, with the devil here. Yeah, 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. It's time to let something go. It's time to let the change happen. It's the right time to let this go. Divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune here. You're at the end of this journey here. It's time to step in and create the change and let the change happen. You already, like, the awakening is happening. I think you're just trying to hold on to it. Yeah, High Priestess. You know, you're getting the messages. It's time to step into new energy here. I also feel like you know that there's better things coming for you. And this is why it's being, like, this is about you letting go and not partaking in things that are holding you back, or not giving away too much of your energy. It feels like you've probably, especially with the devil here, you've probably been giving away too much of your energy, or something or someone has had control over you. And it's about releasing that so that you can be free. The Fool. And it's going to feel like a weight has been lifted off of you. So whatever it is that you know that you maybe need to let go of, it could be work related too, but I also feel like it's going to bring in more love and connection into your life as well by releasing this, because you've been very stuck. A lot of us are entering these like new, I've been getting new energy, new phases of people, like people really reevaluating, which makes sense with the retrograde stuff, that like a lot, it's been really heavy of people reevaluating what they truly want in life. So time to release yourself from the burdens and the restrictions, Aquarius. All right, last but not least, we're going to move on to Pisces. Let's see, what is going on for Pisces here? Ooh, we have growth. I like that. All right, what is this growth about for Pisces this week? What is this? Growth for Pisces. What is this? Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles, great card. Ten of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Swords. Some of you know that if you're going to have growth in your life, you have to step away from something, or you have to detach yourself from something. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Swords. You have to focus on yourself, detach yourself from something in order to have all that you want. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. So some of you are really trying to plan how to achieve this. It feels like you haven't yet achieved it. You're in the beginning phases of like bringing growth into your life. Not that you haven't grown, but like there's something specific that I feel like you're wanting or that you're focused on, or like some sort of aspect of like, this is what I want for my life from a big picture. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords, you're strategizing, you're trying to figure out, how do I get this? How do I achieve this in my life? And some of you may feel very alone, like you don't have other people to help you get to this place. Okay, but you're willing to do it yourself. And the Queen of Pentacles here in the challenge is that nurturing, that growth aspect. You're being invited with the advice here with the Page of Pentacles to step into this, learn things, start with baby steps, start with little growth, and that's when the big growth will happen here. Your outcome is is the Moon. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you, there's something new that you see could grow, that could bring you what it is that you're looking for. Your advice is to, again, like I said, like take baby steps, or like step into this, learn more about it, be open to learning, ask questions, okay? Maybe even accepting an offer, possibly for some of you. Like if the offer is already here and it's coming from a person, you might have to say, yes, I would like that. Because the challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles, so your stability and your growth is the challenge, but I think it starts with this new thing. It feels like it's the Queen of Pentacles is coming up in the challenge because it hasn't yet grown yet to the potential that you want it to be. The outcome here, we have the Moon. So this feels like you are going to feel more in flow. There's also kind of this like hidden element of like not knowing, being open with the not knowing. It is your energy too, or can be. Pisces or Cancer, it's kind of what I see the moon as, but let's see, let's clarify these cards. Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles with the Three of Cups, and the moon has the Lovers. Yeah, the Hierophant here is at the bottom, so it's like you got to be committed to this path, this growth, this way that where you're trying to go. You got to be committed to it. Your challenge is to remain confident in yourself that you're capable of nurturing this and stepping into this energy where it's like, I can make this happen. I can have the growth that I'm looking for. I have all the tools I need. I am magic. I can create whatever it is that I'm looking for. It feels like that's a little bit of your challenge, and you might have to ask people for help. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Explore new people, new opportunities. Be open to what other people want to share with you. Okay, some of you are really learning from people around you, friends, family. Some of you need to be open to meeting new people from a growth perspective. Okay, we have the moon with the Lovers, so there could be this like, could be a decision that is needing to be made where you have to trust your intuition. Yeah, Temperance, Six of Wands. Be patient for the positive outcome. Like, I feel like you don't know where something's going. You don't have the proof of the growth yet. The proof is yet to be revealed. Can I get one more here for that outcome for Pisces? The Hierophant. Yeah, just stay committed to the path. You're being guided in a positive direction. Don't get too caught up in your head about things, though, about how fast things are growing or not growing. It's like you're starting something new, Pisces, or you're stepping into some new energy that it's unfamiliar. You don't know enough about it, or you don't know where it's going, and you might question yourself or wonder if it's like, stay the course, stay the path, stay with the plan, stick with the plan so that you can have the type of growth that you're looking for here. Yeah, King of Pentacles, like, it feels like seeing something through. Okay, it feels like a lot of you are stepping into new energy after, I don't know, there's something that maybe isn't working out or hasn't worked out in the past. So you might be doubting your capabilities of stepping into this new thing, but the growth will come with time. It's just staying committed to it and believing in and having confidence in yourself, even with the Empress here. Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands is like, believe in yourself. Believe that you're worthy of having this as well and having the success. Some of you are really going to gain a following. If this is something like work related with the Hierophant, Six of Wands, like there might be a lot of people that are coming to you. So I see there's going to be lots of growth here. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, but this is about sticking to the plan and being open to new things and trying new things and meeting new people and being open to opportunities that are going to help you grow, even though you don't know what that path looks like fully, which can be definitely stressful. Because there's that need to kind of surrender and let go of fear, especially the moon. There can definitely be fears that come up around where things are going. Did you make the right choice? Are you making the right choices? That sort of thing. So that is what I have for you. So hopefully that resonates. If not, again, you guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll be posting lots this week, so I got to kind of get caught up and do the readings. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.